So you were a personal trainer?
I was indeed, yes.
So why weren't you just happy to be a personal trainer forever and ever and live happily ever after?
I mean, I was personal training for sort of 12 years, and there was part of me that wanted a change, but I also had a baby on the way and wanted a career with more progression, really.
Right.
Yeah, I think the pressures of having a baby, they really put things into perspective.
Here, I would agree with every word you say. So you're thinking, all right, I need a career change. It's got to generate a bit more money. It's got to generate a bit more potential for, career development. And then what directed you to these skills boot camps? I know they're provided by the Department of Education. They don't cost you any money to attend, do they? What made you think, okay, this is the thing that's going to turn my life around?
I was actually talking to one of my clients at the time, one of my PT clients, and I knew I had a baby on the way. I was up for a change. He owned a tech business himself, and then he pointed me in the direction of a skills boot camp.
And I'm trying to think. 1 minute, you're directing somebody on the running machine. You're doing your press ups and you're lifting weights and you're saying, "Come on, 10, 9, 8." And all. The next minute, you walk into this blinking skills boot camp, and I think, was it coding that you were doing? Did you feel as if you?
Yes.
God, did you feel as if you'd walked into a parallel universe? Like, oh my God, what am I doing here?
Yeah, it was all a bit of a blur, and it moved at quite a pace.
Were there moments where you thought it wasn't for you, or maybe you just have to go straight back to personal training, or did you begin to get the hang of it reasonably quickly?
No, and you're in such a supportive group. There was definitely moments that are daunting, but for me, it was just as daunting, the thought of staying in personal training.
Tell me about whether you had all sorts of glittering maths qualifications when you went into this boot camp. No.
No, and I think it's why I was having the discussion, because I'd speak to other personal trainers, and one of the big things is they get to a point where they get a little bit older, and I've been doing this for so many years, but I don't have qualifications in anything else. What could I possibly do?
Door security. That's what people often do, isn't it? That's one thing they do. How do I know about this? Because I very well documentarily used to go out with my personal trainer, so I know all about this. I know how difficult it is. I've lived through this one. Like, what on earth am I going to do? I know all about this one. It's a really big deal. So you took to the coding pretty quickly. At the end of the course, how long had you had to spend on the course?
So it's 16 weeks. And it flew by. It was very intense.
Really?
But it was great.
And how easy was it to impress James Autumn with your skill and your charm and your savoir-faire and get yourself the job you needed to be a good good provider for the baby and the family?
I mean, James will be able to I think it was more the soft skills from personal training. Obviously, 16 weeks, you learn a lot. But I think for me, it's more from James's point of view. I had a lot of soft skills anyway, from 12 years of personal training. But then it showed, you are committed to change. You've given up, sacrificed 16 weeks to learn something new, to dive into it with 100% commitment.
Yeah.
So then you've got these transferable skills that could be put to good use.
And how long have you been working in the company now?
Coming up to 2 years now.
And how is it? So if I know you've got the boss sitting right next to you, or at least he looks like he's sitting next to you on the screen. I don't know what's happening in real life. But so you've got to say it's fabulous, but is it?
No, it really is. Genuinely, it's been life-changing.